This one's just going to blow your fucking mind. I don't know where these fucking people come from, but here's another one of these fucking people. This is Megan Eleanor. Hot takes, opinionated, millennial, strong-minded, yada, yada, yada. You can see here in the hashtag section of one of her videos, hashtag Trump Squad, hashtag Conservative Hype House, hashtag Conservatives of TikTok, so forth, so on. Here's the first video of hers I came across.
I have a hard time believing the Democrats are going to win any election in the foreseeable future with the way that most of y'all behave. This obsession with cancel culture solely because somebody disagrees with your political beliefs is astronomically insane, especially considering the mass shift that went from the left party to the right party since 2020, over the past 5 years. Okay, this is very new age party shift that we have been seeing. And a lot of these new age Republicans that were on the left side still hold a lot of social beliefs that come from the Democratic Party, myself included. Many of us are still very much pro-choice, pro-LGBTQIA rights, pro-women's rights, you do you boo-boo, essentially, right? If it's your body, it's your choice. Pro-vaccine if you want to vaccinate yourself.
Pause. We're going to get back to your conversation about cancel culture in just a minute here. But I hate to break this to you, but if those are your positions, then you're not a conservative. You're definitely not a part of MAGA. You're not a Republican. You think that the MAGA party is pro you do you, your body, your choice? The legislation coming out of MAGA representatives and states across the country say otherwise. The fact that you have MAGA-leaning state officials in red states trying to extradite and imprison abortion doctors from blue states says otherwise. I think you're confused. And what's this shift you've been seeing? Trump only got a few million more votes in 2024 than he got in 2020. We're the ones that fell back. We didn't show up. There hasn't been this massive shift of people from the left to the right. You may be confused enough to slap on a red hat and go try to join the enemy, but you're an exception to the rule. Carry on about cancel culture.
It's your choice. Pro-vaccine if you want to vaccinate yourself. But we just tended to shift over to the right side over the past 5 years solely due to the behavior from the Democratic Party, the far left party. The far left party went so far left that y'all just went to absolute cuckoo town. Okay, and this obsession that you have with constantly talking down to people and demeaning people and belittling people, and the obsessive nature that y'all have for some of these content creators. I'm so sorry to tell you this, but the shit that y'all did to Kylie Pitts is actually fucking insane. Okay, to the point where actually it completely uno reversoed on you, and you wanted to take her down so badly that you were willing to build her up, and you said, no, we're going to cancel her because you even had an inkling, a tiny little thought in your head, not confirmed once, that I'm aware of. Because you thought that she was a Trump supporter, you wanted to build her up only to cancel her because of that. That is actually astronomically insane. Somebody actually dug so far into her past to learn every little thing about her life. Y'all took the time out of your day, things that you could be doing, true activism that you could be putting in place of doing real good in this world. You took that time to dig through this girl's life, to figure out who she was, who her husband is, what do they do, who do they hang out with, what brands are they working with, all these things that she has been doing, and you are trying to literally ruin her for this. And like I said, it uno reversoed on you, right? Because people are sick of the cancel culture. People are sick of this bullying mentality, this little kid mentality. This is the mindset of how little kids in middle school and young high school act. It's literally 12-year-old behavior. It's very strange. And this is the behavior that literally caused the majority of us on the left side, or at least a good portion of us who were more on the moderate Democratic side than just the far side, even just standard Democrats, because I think I was pretty much a standard Democrat across the board. My mind's shifted slightly. In the Democratic Party, I think it was more moderate right, but the behavior that you guys had literally took those individuals, myself included, and forced us to the other side because you were acting fucking cuckoo crazy. And again, it is just what we're seeing on social media.
Okay. So you have a problem with people that take time out of their day to do something that isn't good activism and is actually trying to bring somebody down on social media. You don't like it when people speak mean of other people. You don't like it when people bully other people. I'm going to talk about that in just a second here. Before I do, really fucking ironic from somebody that's on the Trump train. A guy who belittles and bullies anybody who disagrees with him, whether they're in his party or not. Kind of hypocritical of you to support him and sit here and advocate for this. But let me ask you a question. Was this you doing good activism or trying to bully and take down somebody through cancel culture on social media?
In this beautiful country. And when, it is safe for all citizens to have equal rights there in America, that's when we will consider coming back.
Rosie, what rights do you not have? I mean, this video is actually a little bit insane, ma'am. You didn't move to Ireland because you were losing your rights, because you have all rights. You have more rights in America than you do in most other countries, specifically being a gay woman yourself, a white gay woman yourself. You can do pretty much whatever you want outside of child snatching. Is that why you moved? Because you allegedly child snatched? Allegedly, because I heard a little rumor that you might be on that listy list, ma'am. Now, I could be wrong. Again, TikTok, I could be wrong. I don't think I am. But I do find it quite hilarious that you're claiming that you moved to Ireland for your rights, and for the rights of everybody, when you moved to one of the most whitewashed countries you could ever get to. And this is coming from a pale-ass bitch whose lineage comes from Ireland. It's very pretty. The people are very nice. But they do hold quite traditional values there. You know that, right? And yes, they are a little bit liberal, but when it comes to traditional values, traditional Catholic values, yes, that's quite abundant in Ireland, ma'am, and also quite white. So I find it odd that.
Well, couple of things, ma'am. You find it odd that Rosie O'Donnell would choose Ireland to move to. And you keep talking about how white it is, which is just idiotic. You didn't think that the lineage of somebody named O'Donnell might lead them back to Ireland. You had to throw in that you think that she's on that listy list. Why is it that everybody you disagree with is on Jeffrey Epstein's list with absolutely no fucking proof? Seems like you're bullying her, trying to take her down through social media, trying to cancel her. Oh, and what rights doesn't she have in the United States of America? Well, currently she doesn't have the right to bodily autonomy in, 2-dozen-ish states? Who knows how many more that's going to be with Republicans controlling the federal government and their desire to pass a national federal abortion ban. And they're coming after gay marriage. And as a gay woman, I would think that that would interest her. Just so that you're aware, Ireland has same-sex marriage. They are a liberal country in the sense that they have same-sex marriage and abortion access. They recognize transgender individuals, and they recognize that individuals can self-declare their gender on official documents. A little less time with the makeup, a little more time with the research. You wouldn't look like such a fucking jackass on Beyonce's internet.